Happy Academy Week, Facebook. How are you guys doing? It's Wednesday, and we are amped to be bringing you meat madness all week long, guys. We've been bringing you the very best recipes. If it crawls, swims, scurries, we've been cooking it up and bringing it to you guys. Well, without any further ado, let me pass it over to my two main men, your master chef, Greg Muller, and our barbecue dad, Jody Flanagan.
Recteq lifestyle, do do do, do do do, do do do. Recteq lifestyle, do do do, do do do, do do do. Recteq lifestyle.
Hey, happy Wednesday and happy after hours to everybody out there. We really do appreciate you for tuning in.
Shoot yeah, Bo.
This is After Hours, where we cook a meal from start to finish, beginning to end, front to back, left to right, every Wednesday live right here on the recteq deck at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard. We really appreciate you for tuning in.
Slightly pollinated here in beautiful Evans, Georgia. So if we sound a little, post-nasally,
yeah,
some allergies going on. You might see that yellow cloud behind us.
It's crazy.
It really needs to rain.
Yep. But hopefully we'll get some of that this weekend. It is Academy Week. We're super excited. We're getting ready for Academy.
But speaking of Academy Week, we had another staff Academy this week.
That's right.
So if you guys give us a call, 706-922-0890, it's very likely you might talk to one of those Academy graduates right there.
Right. I'm telling you. We don't farm out any of our help.
Nope.
You know, they're not in a call center 100 miles or a state away. They are right under the same roof, ladies and gentlemen. And everybody that has the grill owns a grill. Excuse me, everybody that answers the phone has a grill, owns it, and uses it regularly. So that's a awesome resource that we offer the recteq family.
And I've been through that same $1,200 Academy that,
that's
we
sold
have
out
people coming
year
out
after
here.
year.
I love it.
But I'm Jody Flanagan, Barbecue Dad. With me, as always,
Chef Greg Muller, your Director of Culinary Innovation, and the conductor on this crazy train, that good-looking guy in the shorty shorts over there, Chef John on the ones and twos.
What's up, everybody?
Hey, but if you have any questions, please put them in the comment section down below. Any hatred, you guys know I love reading it to my kids right before they go to bed at night, so I really do appreciate you giving me something to read. But we're going to do one of my favorite things, beef ribs.
Meat madness,
it's
baby.
It's meat madness.
This is also the recipe that is on the front of those delicious Kingsford Classic Blend pellets, and that's what we're cooking on today, and that RT700 behind me. This is like, prime rib on a stick right here.
These are actually beef plate ribs, everybody. It's going to be tough for you to find these at your local normal grocery store.
Well, you might find them at the grocery store, but they're going to be processed a little bit different. If they're cut on a bandsaw in this fashion, those are going to be those Calbee beef short ribs. Okay.
I love those.
So just get a hold of the butcher and say, don't cut it up. Just want the whole thing.
But beef plate ribs, Greg, do they go by any other name?
That would be a beef short rib would be the whole one. Beef plate ribs. Again, you can ask your butcher for these. They are common. You just need to ask, because a lot of times they're going to cut them, because that's how most people are going to want to.
Yeah, and that's how they're going to make their money off of them, right?
Yep.
Get on in there, Sherpa. Show these folks
charging.
what
again,
we got going on.
A 4-bone, beautiful marbling. There's a membrane on the back that will kind of rip off, but some of this fat we're going to cut down and expose all of this delicious, well-marbled meat. Look at that marbling right there, okay? So this is intramuscular fat. This is the fat that makes your meat moist, delicious, and absolutely amazing.
So that's when we're looking, and if we're able to pick out beef ribs, we want to pick out the beef ribs that have the most of that fat. Not necessarily this fat that you're cutting off, but the fat that's inside those muscles.
Well, we're gonna trim off this silver skin, because that's tough. You don't want to eat it. But the fat on the top isn't gonna magically baste the piece of meat, right?
Right.
Okay. Oil and water don't mix. That fat on the top isn't gonna do anything for you. The fat intramuscular is what you want. Okay. So we just get in there and just kind of remove it to expose all that delicious meaty goodness.
And sometimes your butcher will take pride and they'll go ahead and do this for you.
Yeah, but they're gonna charge you a lot for it. So I would do it yourself. You save like a couple dollars a pound. But again, nice sharp knife.
All you're doing is exposing surface area so that way we can get some seasoning and that way I can get kissed by that Kingsford Classic blend smoke. That's a blend of hickory, cherry, and oak. And again, the cool thing about Kingsford pellets is that the names on the bag are the only woods that are actually in those pellets. There's no filler woods.
Nope.
You know, the competition, you know, they have, what is it, about 25, well,
25% filler woods.
Filler woods, that's right. And filler woods can be like oak or alder or things like that. So if it says hickory on the bag, it's 100% hickory. It's water and wood, ladies and gentlemen. There's no extra binders, fillers, anti-caking agents, or anything like that.
Yeah, nothing but 100% American hardwood.
All right, so I got a question from Kevin Fuller.
All
Yeah,
right.
buddy.
Kevin asked, do I need to say anything special to my butcher for mine to look big like that?
Yes. You need to request the
Yeah.
girthy plate ribs.
Yeah, the biggest one they got.
Yeah. So these are not beef ribs in the sense that, you know, this would be on the back of a ribeye. Okay. So you can buy beef ribs. Okay. Just like if you have a prime rib, there's bones there.
Right.
Well, they're not going to leave a lot of meat on the bone because that prime rib is expensive.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So they're going to cut a lot of what the, you know.
There. You want to grab
That
a
off.
big pan here, and I'll give you this one. You guys that big enough? Okay.
Yeah. Cool. It's perfect, Greg.
So we're just going to repeat, and I'm just going to trim that fat off, that silver skin right here on this one.
Chef Greg, Alec Wagner asked, which knife do you recommend for using for trimming fat?
So this is a Fujiwara, and Alex, I believe you're coming to recteq Academy. You can pick up this knife whilst here. People, stop calling me. Shannon knows, our marketing director, we are filming a show right now.
Oh my goodness.
And hang up on her with my nose.
But again, you can use any knife that feels comfortable to you, just as long as it's super sharp.
Yep.
That's really all that matters, and make sure you take care of it.
Yeah, I like a longer, rigid knife for this. It's just what I prefer, but you might like a short knife. It's just whatever's comfortable for you.
All right, so Treg Owings asked, how does
What's up,
this
Treg?
compare to the prime rib?
Oh, dude, this is like way more better.
Yeah, no,
For
there's,
sure,
there's a lot
yeah.
more marbling. You know, again, it's because of that cow, the way it's laid out. There's a lot more marbling in this meat as opposed to that prime rib.
Oh, yeah.
And again, you've got to render it down. So I'm not a huge fan of the low and slows on this. The 200s, the 225s, no way. I'm normally a 250 to 300 on these beef ribs, just so you can render down a lot of that fat because there is a lot of it, and you know, you really don't want to be biting into that. And,
No, you want to be rendered and just all that fat to just be like jello.
But guys, smash that share button. We're doing beef ribs tonight for after hours. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Smash that share button. I'll give you 3 seconds to do it. You have to do it to win something, so go ahead and do it now. 3, 2, 1, smash it! We thank you for tuning in. This is After Hours, where we cook a meal from start to finish, beginning to end, front to back, right here at the recteq Worldwide Headquarters. I'm Jody Flanagan, Barbecue Dad, and this is Chef Greg Muller. We also got Chef John Pinnell on staff as well. If you ever need to reach out to us for anything,
Reach out and touch me.
Chef Greg at recteq, Jody at recteq, Chef John at recteq.com. Email us, call us 706-922-0890. If you want this recipe, you can sign up at recteq.com/lunch break. You can also check it out on my YouTube channel. You can also go to recteq.com, scroll all the way down to the bottom of any homepage. Put your email in where it says sign up for the newsletter so you can find out about what we're doing for recteq Fest. New products, tips, tricks, deals, specials, all of that good stuff. If you have any questions, put them down below. John, you got a good one right now?
I got 3 of them coming
You got
at you.
mustard
First one's
cheese on
coming from
the
Darren
road?
Murdoch. Darren asks, Chef Greg, what was the knife sharpener that you used at January Academy?
I like the Wicked Edge.
Wicked Edge.
Is what we use. We don't get any kickbacks or discount codes with them, but I like Wicked Edge is a good one. I also use Shapton glass stones. Now this membrane on the back, you can peel some stuff off. I don't.
No, we usually leave it.
Just leave it.
Easy
but
peasy.
A little bit of mustard.
Don't ever think it.
Okay, you can
All right.
season these bad boys up with whatever you like. But
So
huge fan.
Quentin Hunter wants to know, can I buy the knife, or can the knives be ordered on the recteq website?
Unfortunately, there
No.
are some things that are only available at Academy,
To
and
the
those
Academy
knives are
attendees,
one
man.
of them. Unfortunately, we can't ship all of those goodies, but make sure you sign up for the newsletter and join us at Academy, and you
Yeah,
can pick
sign
up
up
some
for-
cool swag.
Absolutely.
All right, what are we
absolutely.
gonna season these up
So
with?
my favorite way of seasoning these bad boys up is, you know, heifer dust. But then, you know, we got to add something to it. So I've got some of that Casanova's competition rub as well. It's just a little bit finer than the Ben's heifer dust. That Ben's heifer dust is going to give us some good texture with all of that coarse pretzel salt in it. But I just love that little bit of sweetness that we also
Yeah,
get from
buddy.
the Casanova's competition rub. And you guys can pick up any of these rubs at recteq.com. Rub and sauce bundle plus the new cookbook. That's right, we got a new cookbook. Rub and sauce bundle and a new cookbook qualifies for free shipping. Greg, will you dab me just a
Yeah,
little?
normally you want to let this sit for like 30 minutes or so, and that seasoning will start to sort of like soak in and draw up some of the moisture. But if you don't have that time, just grab your hand and kind of like just give it a little judge. What you don't want to do is pick this up and have all of the seasoning fall off.
That's right.
That's bad juju.
And you don't want to rub it in either. You just want to pat it, make sure it sticks.
All right, this was coming from Jermaine Gould. He asked, could you marinate those beef ribs?
Oh yeah, absolutely you could. For smoking like this, I like to just season, let them rest in the fridge for like an hour, and go ahead and put them right on the smoker. If you're going to marinate them, I would recommend having them cut into the Calbee ribs because it's going to penetrate. You can inject this if you want, but honestly, for me, heifer dust, and that's it. Like, super simple. And just let it just get absolutely delicious because, again, this is like going to be like prime rib on a stick.
And it's a big piece of meat, so it can take a lot of seasoning as well, ladies and gentlemen. We're using the Ben's heifer dust and that Casanova's competition rub. Again, two very different rubs, but they're going to combine, they're going to work together, and they're going to give us a great product. And
Ben and Carlo are friends. They're good stuff.
But cool thing about this Friday is we've got the championship of Meat Madness. You guys,
I'm excited.
You guys have been voting on it on our Instagram stories. That's right, we've been having a vote off on our Instagram stories, and you guys chose the champion for the Meat Madness Championship, and we will be cooking it up live on Fun Day Friday, so make sure you stay tuned for that. We're also giving away Dirty Girl Prize
spin
Bundle.
that recteq prize wheel as well.
Spin that recteq wheel.
But you were doing a test cook today, and I gotta say, blown away.
Yeah, let me get on in here.
So you know we don't just do things whamby-pamby around here, okay? We test things because before we say it's good, you know we got to try it at least 3 times, okay? But Jody Flanagan, Barbecue Dad, done put his toe in this because you know he loves corn on the cob.
Check out this beautiful. This is beautiful. This one's beautiful. Don't look at the other one.
But
my pollen.
Explain to them what is going on here.
All right, so we've got some corn here, okay, Greg. Then we've got some Ron's Screaming Pig Rub, seasoned the corn.
Jeez,
then we've got some Colby Jack cheese wrapped around the corn. Then we've also got bacon wrapped around that cheese. And then we've got some delicious competition barbecue sauce on the outside of that bacon. This is, promise you, ladies and gentlemen, you don't want to sleep on this deliciousness. But we'll show you this later.
Okay.
We'll show you that later.
I can't. When he came up with this, I was like, huh?
Look at the bacon, man.
That's keto right there.
It's hot. All right, so beef ribs, Greg. Any tips, tricks?
So Jody said earlier, higher temp, so 250, 275, 300 degrees. Cook it kind of like a brisket, okay? So internal temp, you're looking 203, 205, 207, somewhere in there. Yes, I like the odd numbers. You can go 204 and 206, that's fine too.
Can you wrap it, Greg?
Tender, you could if you want, but there's so much fat in there. I don't wrap because I want to cook all that fat out of there. So just let it ride. And this could take anywhere from 5 to 7 hours depending on how big this piece of meat is.
Yep.
But if you want an alternative to brisket, that's not going to take super long. That is minimal prep.
Yeah, you
this
saw
right here.
You know, all you did was take off the silver skin. You exposed, you know, some more surface area so we can get some seasoning.
Yep.
As well as get it kissed by that Kingsford Classic Blend Smoke.
You got it, Chef John. You got a good question for us?
Yeah, this one comes from Michael Phillips. He asks, or he says, Texans are firm believers in dry rubs, no liquids at all ever on anything. What wet rub would you guys suggest?
Wet rub.
Wet rub.
So you like dry rubs. But now you're asking for a wet rub. Am I getting that question right?
Yes, you got it right. That's what he said.
Barbecue sauce?
Yeah, you could use like a, see the recteq gourmet sauce I like because it's kind of like the hybrid mutt child of like a lot. There's the ketchup, the molasses, the vinegar. I honestly would probably like an acidic, you know, barbecue sauce on this. That way, like, it's going to cut through some of the fat. So maybe that Blues Hog Red. And you don't need a lot. You can use that as a binder.
I like that.
And there's so much
You can even use like a little bit of apple cider vinegar in there too if you wanted to.
You really want to cut the fat. And how do you cut fat, Greg? With, you know, acidic, vinegary, you know, things of that nature. You don't want any sugary.
No, high acid stuff. You want something to hit your tongue and have your mouth just like explode in water. That's what you want.
Very cool. Very good tip.
So we're going to get these on the grill or save these for tomorrow?
I don't know. I think we might want to go ahead and save them for tomorrow.
I like it. good lunch snack.
Well, we also got the recteq Academy attendees coming in, so that's something to kind of show off to them as well.
I get it.
We'll also
maybe we'll put them on the wild side and let them go.
Yeah.
Tomorrow.
I like that.
Done. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. But we've also got tomorrow, we're going live, 12 noon on YouTube. So make sure you subscribe to the YouTube channel. If you're watching us on YouTube, hit that red rectangle down there and subscribe to the channel. Make sure you subscribe to our channel as well as the Kingsford channel as well. We've got a lot of awesome content coming out together.
Yeah. But if you want to win an awesome recteq After Hours shirt, we'll tell you how to do it. But go ahead and smash that share button right now. Tag some friends down below so they can be a part of the recteq family as well. And maybe a little bit later on the show, when we're eating some beef ribs and got some, like, juice all over the face, we'll announce what happens.
I'm going to have some juice all over my face, Greg.
Yeah, you're going to have to wash that beard tonight.
Absolutely.
Chef John, what you got, buddy?
Okay, so if someone was going to cook these on the bullseye, or do they have to do anything special to these, different than they would on the...
So I would definitely recommend checking out our chuck roast tutorial on lunch break yesterday. We talk about how to set up that bullseye for indirect smoking. So I would take a foil pan and put it on top of that heat deflector with a little bit of liquid, and that way it gives you that more indirect cook. Now the bones here are going to insulate the bottom of that as well. So unlike a brisket, you probably don't need to do that so much with the short ribs, because those bones are going to insulate that cook as well. But again, if you want to set that bullseye up for indirect heat, just put
like this, Chef Greg?
It's exactly like that.
Nice.
Yeah, you just take yourself a half.
Get on in there, sure.
Get on in there, sure. But now, you wouldn't want to just leave the pan in there, because when grease does drip down there, it's going to burn on this pan, and then that smoke is going to come up. So you're going to want to put, if it's like a brisket or these beef ribs, I like to put some beef au jus or some beef broth, beef stock down there.
Yeah,
that
you
way
can put some
grease...
vegetables in there as well if you want to use some caramelized onions and stuff to get some sweetness on there. But definitely want some moisture on there to avoid.
But I'm not going to use that pan. I'm not going to use that juice. I'm not going to do anything with it.
Okay, time out. You put this is a recteq expert tip that you've not shared on live television.
Yeah, no, Greg. I mean, you can definitely fit your grate inside the lid while you're cleaning out. And then a lot of folks don't realize this. You can actually take your deflector shield right there, and it'll hold right there.
Look at that.
So what you're saying is I don't have to put the grate on my patio
anymore. You don't have to
anymore.
put anything on the ground. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. And you guys can see, look at all, we got a bunch of ash down there. We rarely clean out the bottom of this ash right here. Why is that? Well, the reason is, now we need to clean out the fire pot. Sherpa, this is your job. You got to do that.
But we've got about 60 pounds of those Kingsford pellets through that grill. We've not cleaned out that grill yet.
No, we haven't, and it's still going to run properly and hold temperature, but easy peasy, lemon squeezy. We just clean out whatever little ash we can get out of here and put it in here. What this does is whatever fly ash comes up, this ash catches that fly ash, and it's less likely to go up and touch your food. It also reduces the surface area of the grill that the grill has to heat up. The grease, when it drips down there, this ash makes it much, much easier to clean up. So leave that ash down there. Just clean out your fire pot about every 4 to 5 cooks. Easy peasy.
I got a question coming from David S. McCormick.
What's up, David?
David says, I'm 5 hours deep into my short ribs.
Okay.
He said, might not wrap it because it looks spot on. What do you guys think?
Don't wrap.
Don't wrap.
Let it ride.
Just
Rub's racing.
enjoy.
Let it ride.
You watched Days of Thunder recently?
I watch it every day in my head.
I love that, Jody.
It's a great movie.
No, absolutely.
Rubbin's racing.
Rubbin's
Fantastic.
racing, baby.
Now
But
let
hey-
it ride. I wouldn't wrap. If the surface gets a little dry, you can always spritz with a little bit of I can't believe it's not butter spray for some moisture.
I'm telling you.
But let it ride. Don't go. We ready to pull these ribs because I am
baby.
drooling like a fat
Show
kid
these
today.
folks these awesome ribs.
Sure,
Put on
check it
the
out.
Sherpa really quick.
In this RT700, burning those delicious Kingsford classic blend pellet. Look at these ribs.
Blinded by the light, Chef Greg.
Blinded by the light. Is it revved up like a deuce?
I thought it was wrapped up like a douche.
And into the runner in the
Hold on.
night. All right, but you
Why
can
is
see
everybody
how
laughing?
much they have
That's
shrunk up and rendered. Absolutely delicious.
Those look
good.
amazing.
We're gonna go ahead and pull these off. Let these rest.
And
I
when
need
we
to see
put them
some
on there,
hearts.
you
I
know,
need to
those
see some
bones
wow
were inside
faces.
the meat. You know, that meat is pulled away and shrunk from
yeah.
that bone.
Absolutely. God.
But
this
again,
would be so
we
good.
did this 300 degrees for about 5.5-ish hours. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy.
And then look at the fat just percolating right there. That's the good. When you get that fat to like, get all like happy, joopy, like that's the good stuff right there. You want to know why Jody's got a good beard?
Absolutely delicious.
Beef fat, 100% beef fat.
100%.
He's got a jar
Our
of beef
beefy-
tallow in the in the bathroom. He just massages that beard with some beef fat.
But John, you got a good question.
Yeah, this was coming from top fan Dan Timblin. He
What's up,
asked,
Dan?
do you need to clean the deflector or just let the stuff burn off?
I'd burn it off, man.
Yeah, just let it burn off, baby.
If you do a really greasy, fatty cook before your next one, usually before shutdown, I crank that grill up. Let it run for 10, 15 minutes.
Now crank it up. By crank it up, what do you mean, Chef Greg?
Yeah, higher than 400 degrees. That way you can burn off any grease or schmug that is stuck to the grates. I use a ball of aluminum foil to clean my grates, or even use a half an onion. Just kind of run it across there, clean the grates, and that's it. That way you know you're good for your next cook. What you don't want to do is after a really greasy cook, maybe you just grilled up a bunch of delicious greasy hamburgers.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, shut that grill down with all that fat, and maybe there's some meat on there. Go ahead and cook it off. That way you're setting yourself up for your next cook with success.
That is a good suggestion, Greg. Set yourself up for success. Mise en place, you know? Get yourself ready.
Shoot, yeah. But you can see how much these have shrunk down.
And again, we left that membrane on there, ladies and gentlemen. Thank goodness we did, or these things will be just falling apart, Chef Greg. Oh, look at that. Look at
All right,
that.
so Jody, we
you
got
can see a smoke ring. We cooked it at 300 degrees, and we got a smoke ring, ladies and gentlemen.
We have a whole bunch of new people out here that say this looks absolutely delicious. But can you take us through the process from what we say to the butchers when we go to buy? Because they want to do this weekend.
Yeah,
Got a
you
lot
say
of
you
people.
want some beef dino short ribs. I'm going to turn this one this way so you can see how sexy that thing is. These are beef plate ribs or beef short ribs. Oftentimes you'll see them cut in half, and they'll be braised off like that. Or if they're cut this way, you've got thin pieces of bone that be marketed for like Calbee beef, but you can see how much these have
beef
shrunk.
short ribs.
How much these have shrunk up and rendered down.
So Chef Greg, you got to ask the
delicious.
butcher for the beef short ribs.
Yep.
Then once we get them home, what do we just trim that fat
trim
off?
that fat off the top, season it with some Ben's heifer dust.
Get rid of that silver skin.
Yep.
Trim off anything that you don't want to eat,
Shoot,
anything
yeah.
that looks ugly.
300 degrees, 250, 275, anywhere from 5 to 7 hours. That's the good.
And if you don't have Ben's heifer dust, salt, pepper, garlic, onion powder, paprika, cayenne.
Your favorite
you can't go
savory
wrong.
barbecue rub would be great.
Yeah, salt and pepper. If you've never done this, salt and pepper is a good starting point, and then go from there once you get it down pat. Now Charlie Weir, our resident beef ribologist, loves beef ribs, and normally you get them half this size, right, Chuck?
Yeah.
About half this size. All right, John, you got another good question?
Yes. Now, a lot of people out here, you said about 4 to 5 hours cooked. So are we looking for
No, like
7.
5 to 7 hours.
5 to 7. So are we looking for an internal temp, or are we just going until they're fork tender? How do we know?
Probe
tender, baby.
tender. So I'm going to grab our instant read thermometer, and I'm going to delicately insert this probe until it feels like butter. There is no resistance in this piece of meat. Okay.
Resistance.
There's no resistance. That's how you know it's done. Internal temp, we are well over, well, obviously I cut this, but we were probably close to 200 degrees before,
plus, absolutely.
before we cut
And
it.
if you're at 200 degrees and they're not probe tender, go longer. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Don't ever think this, ladies and gentlemen. This is easy. You're not adding any sauce.
Nope.
No sweets or anything with this. You want salt and pepper. You want savory. And again, if you're going to hit it with barbecue sauce, make it like an acidic,
Yeah,
lemony,
buddy.
citrusy type of barbecue sauce.
That's what I'm talking
Cut
about.
some of that fat. But these things are, I'm telling you, absolutely amazing when you get to make them for your family, your friends, any kind of party. People freak out over them. They want to take pictures. This is a great cook to do that with. And again, this is splashing a bunch of grease up on the inside of the grill as well.
Great first couple cooks to help season and base that grill with deliciousness.
But John, you got another good question?
Well, everybody out here, not everybody, but you have a ton of people out here that are saying they are going to make this weekend.
Yeah, that's the best compliment we get all year long.
Super, super excited. So I just encourage everybody when they make it this weekend, tag us, take a picture, tag us in that picture, and post that picture on social media because we want to see it.
But you know what else I want to do? I want to eat one of these things because I haven't eaten all day long. Well, no, I couldn't.
2.
I can't eat 2. So rich.
I could eat 2.
No, absolutely.
No, they're
I could,
so.
I couldn't eat 2. Now, a really cool thing to do with this is to get yourself a potato hot dog bun that's split down the middle.
Oh, yeah.
Debone this bad boy and fill it up. You can also, cut this meat up and create some amazing tacos, some amazing wraps or anything. You don't have to eat it just off of the bone.
You can see how tender that was.
This makes an amazing beef sandwich as well if you chop all of this stuff up. But there really is no alternative to this deliciousness, ladies and gentlemen. And
probably make some slam and burn ends.
Look at this bone.
Boom, boom, boom,
You could
boom,
probably
boom, boom, boom,
make some
boom.
really good burn-ins.
What
for sure,
you
Chef
wanna
Greg.
do?
But super
I was waiting
beefy.
for some harmony over there.
John's got.
Yeah. Yeah.
Charlie had it going on.
Everybody. All right. But smash that share button, guys. I'll give you 3 seconds to do it. Smash the share button for beef ribs. Share this across the internet and let your friends and relatives know you got something cool on the internet and you found it and you wanted to share it with them. I'll give you 3 seconds to do it. 3, 2, 1, smash it.
But
We
sure,
get
but get on
paid by
there.
the
Check out that
smash.
smoke ring. 300 degrees. Okay, you are smoking at any temperature with a recteq because you are cooking with wood, the entire cook. Okay, and that right there is dynamite. Cheers, buddy.
Man, the crust on this bad boy.
Okay, so guys, real quick.
Wow.
Corey Hubbard
What's up, Corey?
asked, did you put foil in the grill?
Yeah, on the drip pan.
On the drip pan, yes. We foiled our drip pan. Greg's a foiler. I'm a scraper. You can get like a hard plastic putty scraper. Scrape that stuff off. Easy peasy, too.
Chef Greg,
that's
Andy
stupid.
Kraft asked, top fan Andy Kraft asked, could you use the bones to make beef stock?
Absolutely, you could.
Yeah, you're definitely
man.
cooking
But-
a lot of stuff out of them.
It's kind of hard to use the bones after people have gnawed on them. So I wouldn't use the bones that have been gnawed on a little bit. But dude, that's stupid.
But
good.
about 5 to 7 hours, no prep whatsoever.
Yeah, it's an easy recipe.
Easy
It
peasy.
looks way more intimidating than it is. Just trim that fat off, season it, smoke it, call it done.
Yep. Don't
and,
ever think
eat
it,
like
ladies
a
and
king.
gentlemen.
That's right.
Man. But I've also got a beef rib recipe on my YouTube channel, so make sure you check
right.
that out. We got a winner to announce?
We got a winner to announce?
Yeah, we got a winner to
Oh, we
announce.
got
I
a
thought we
winner to
gave away
announce.
something
That's
last
for
week.
For sure.
We did. But if you want to win something this week, go ahead and smash that share button and comment down below. Hashtag beef ribs for life.
Beef
Yeah.
ribs for life.
Yeah, because we gave away.
It was after hour
It
shirt.
was an after hour shirt, and then one of those 4 after hour shirts
Had a hundo in it.
Ooh.
is gonna have a $100 bill
Oh
in
my
it. ladies and gentlemen.
goodness.
Might smell like oysters.
Yeah, it's been in there for a year and a half.
It's been in there for a hot minute since COVID started.
So what do they
Still
have to
smells
do?
like $100.
Let it
So
be
we've
like-
actually already given this away. There
Oh,
are
okay.
4 winners.
Yep.
Okay, but you have to claim
That's
your
right.
prize. So Jody's going to announce these names. Go ahead and shoot us a message on the DMs. We will never DM you asking for any of your financial information. If that's the case, it's spam. It's not from us.
That's right.
But you have to confirm your identity with us. We will go ahead and mail this out to you. But you got to claim your prize.
That's right. One of the 4 of you is going to win a recteq shirt for sure.
All 4 of you will.
All 4 of you will.
Only one
Only
will
one
get the hundo.
will get the $100 bill. And it's a real $100 bill.
buddy.
All right. So the first winner and possible $100 recipient, Lorraine Dagan,
Congratulations,
Hey,
Lorraine.
Congratulations, Lorraine.
Brad Thines,
Congratulations, Brad.
Yes, Brad.
Gerald Curtis, third winner.
Yeah, Gerald.
And then Karen Steele.
There you go,
Karen
Karen
Steele.
Steele.
2 ladies and 2
Congratulations.
guys. I like
I
it.
like
2 ladies,
that.
2 guys. So
Congratulations,
one of the
everybody.
4 of you is going to win $100, but you got to claim the prize because
claim it.
if you don't claim it,
Can't get it.
then I still get to keep it. And I've had this for a hot minute.
And we
We've
know
tried to
who
give
wins
away.
the $100 bill. So if you don't claim, I mean,
Yeah.
we know it's that person right there.
Right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Right
that
there.
one.
Yep.
that right there.
Yeah.
Yep.
That one.
But we've got something else. What do we want to give away right now, Chef Greg? We've got to give away one of them cookbooks.
And
You
we
wanna give
got to
away-
give away some after-hour shirt.
All right,
And
so
an
let's give
after-hour
away an after-hour shirt
Okay.
and a cookbook so they can get this recipe right there.
Oh,
and then how about a bottle of Ben's Heifer Dust so they can make this?
Shoot,
So
I
Ben's
love
Heifer
Yeah,
Dust,
that's a great prize.
an
idea.
After Hours T-shirt,
Yeah.
and the recteq Grills cookbook.
Great
And
idea.
all
So all
they
you do
have
is
to do.
smash that share button, give this some love, tag a buddy down below, hashtag beef ribs for the number life. You got to do
Jerry,
it right.
Oh,
hit
I
me
got
with
to
some
write
of
that
that
down.
beef rib.
Huh?
Hit me with some of that beef rib.
I got
Come
you.
on, here you go,
Ready?
buddy. Go.
Hey!
Go.
Hey!
All right. Right, everybody. We really do appreciate you. Don't forget, going live tomorrow at 12 noon Eastern Standard on YouTube. Then we got Product Spotlight.
Yep.
Then we got Late Night Munchies. Then Friday, we got Fun Day Friday. But we got Academy this
Yeah,
weekend.
make sure you tune into all of our stories on all social media so you can get some behind-the-scenes action of what's going on. Don't forget movie night this Friday night. Brave is playing,
That's right.
and I did hear
Not Braveheart.
no, just Brave.
Just Brave.
I did hear that the main character from Brave is going to be in town, and
What? Sure
yeah,
enough.
for
That's
sure.
right. Gates
She's
open at
gonna
6.
be up there?
Movie starts at 7:30. We have
Yeah,
food
buddy.
trucks out here. The recteq playground is sanitized and ready to go.
Wow.
BYOB.
Might be a little
pet friendly.
pollinated though.
Yeah, it'll be all right.
Yeah.
But from everybody here at the recteq Worldwide headquarters, don't forget about the sale at recteq.com. We love you. We thank you. And God bless you. God bless the United States of America.
We will see you
at the recteq. Recteq lifestyle. Set it and come get it. When the sun starts going down,
Beef ribs.
Live your life the way you like. It's a recteq lifestyle. Do do do, do do do, do do do, recteq lifestyle.